Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Today we are here to talk about the brand new Charlotte Tilbury Rock Lips collection that she's done with Elton John. We are going to talk about it, swatch it, do some comparisons. I have got so much to say. I'm very happy to have you here. And don't forget that you can also come visit me over on Instagram, TikTok, and on Threads. Okay, as I said, we've got so much to do, and I hope I don't forget any of it. I don't work with a script here. As you can tell, it's all in here, and sometimes it falls out my ear, I think. So hopefully I remember to say all of this. I should have made notes, but let's fly by the seat of our pants. So much to talk about. So Charlotte Tilbury has done this Rock Lips collection in conjunction, as I said, with Elton John. As you can tell from the packaging, I have both shades here. There's two shades. But as you can tell by the packaging, this is definitely Elton John inspired. It says it's inspired by the outfits he wore in the 1970s. I'm thinking of Elton John on stilts or dressed as Daffy Duck. So I don't know if I'm necessarily seeing that here, but the stars, I suppose, certainly. Now, Elton John has done a tremendous and admirable amount of work with the Elton John AIDS Foundation to end AIDS everywhere. And Charlotte Tilbury is affiliated with the Rocket Fund. And it gets a little bit confusing as to how this kind of interplays here. But the Rocket Fund, she says she's like the beauty side of it. At any rate, she is helping Elton John raise awareness to end AIDS everywhere through the Elton John AIDS Foundation and the Rocket Fund. So I do have a bit of information that I am not. I am a traditional journalist here, guys. I am going to just tell you the facts. I'm not stating any sort of opinion. I'm really not. But I want you to know that we do have a reporter on the ground who got me some information on this, and her name is Lisa. Lisa is is not only a subscriber here, but also a member. We have a private membership for $4.99 a month, and there's details of it down below in the description bar. But Lisa is a member there as well. And Lisa is generally our resident ingredient guru. What I mean by that is Lisa knows everything about ingredients, what are bad for you, what aren't, what makes for something to be clean beauty, what doesn't. She has a channel that I'm going to link below because it's well worth checking out. So thank you so much, Lisa. And she did give me a lot of the info I'm going to be able to relay here to you straight from the brand, our reporter on the ground. When I read about this, I was a little confused when I looked on the Charlotte Tilbury website because I saw both of these lovely lipsticks available, and I saw that it was kind of in conjunction with Elton John and the Rocket Fund and the Elton John AIDS Foundation. And there is online, which is very nice, Charlotte Tilbury has included a link where you can go to the Elton John AIDS Foundation and donate, which was really cool. And Charlotte Tilbury herself gives a lot of her time, energy, and personal money to the causes that Elton John works so hard with to end AIDS everywhere. But I do have to admit, and Lisa found this out for us, the proceeds of the lipstick sales are not going to that. They're helping raise awareness, and Charlotte Tilbury is indeed giving you a link to give, but proceeds from the lipstick sales do not go to benefit the Rocket Fund or the Elton John's AIDS Foundation, and I'm just letting you know. There's no judgment call there, just being very transparent. Thank you, Lisa. Okay, so let's talk about what shades we have here and how they look. I am currently wearing the Beautyverse palette. So this is all part of the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood collection. She's adding the Rock Lips to it. And it's part of the Beautyverse. I already reviewed this palette, but I just kind of wanted to give you guys a heads up. Do you know that I am wearing this entire palette as a face palette right now? I used this pink shade on the eyes and on the cheeks, and I went ahead and used these shades up here as a bronzer. Now that might be a benefit to the fact that I have light medium skin, but a variety of skin tones could bronze with that. A little tough to put your brush in there, but I was determined and I did it, and I'm really enjoying it more as a face palette than I was just as an eye palette. So that's just a heads up there for you guys. Okay, so these two shades, we have the shade Rocket Girl for $38. Each one are $38, or I bought both for $72, so I saved a few dollars. So we have two shades here. We have Rocket Girl. Rocket Girl is kind of a cool nude pink in her Matte Revolution. Let me put down the other one. Cool nude pink in her Matte Revolution. If you are not familiar with the Charlotte Tilbury Matte Revolution, it is an extremely comfy, creamy matte shade. I am wearing it now. I'll put a little bit more on for you in a moment though. And then in the Kissing formula, which is a little bit shinier and more nurturing, is this shade Ready for Lust, which is a deep berry red, slightly silly name, I have to admit, Ready for Lust, but there you go. And both the shades and this beautiful star packaging are inspired by Elton John's outfits in the 70s. I want to swatch these and I want to do some comparisons here, and then we're going to try them on. I'll put a little bit more of this on and then we'll put on the Ready for Lust. It's kind of a silly name. Okay, if you haven't already done so, could you make sure that you're subscribed? First of all, it helps propel the channel to more viewers, and secondly, it also checks on YouTube who have been unsubscribing people. First, I'm going to swatch just these new shades, and then we're going to talk about some comparisons, okay? So let's swatch our Rocket Girl. This is our cool nude pink matte Revolution shade. There it is, gently with the tip. Let's do it a little bit broader. One swipe, that was 2 swipes, and here's 3 swipes. Very cool nude pink in the matte, creamy matte formula. And then let's look here at Ready for Lust, which is our deep berry red and our KISSING or Kissing formula. 1 swipe, 2, and 3, building it up there. And that has a much kind of more reflective quality to it. Let's take those 2 outside into the warm California Sunshine so you can see those outside. They are indeed quite beautiful, and I think they show a little bit better in the warm California Sunshine. Now, before we try them on a little bit more, I must admit that when we talk Charlotte Tilbury lipstick shades, we could indeed do 45 minutes of swatching. She has a lot of cool nude pinks, and she has a lot of deep berry tones. That's really what my Instagram is for. You are welcome to ask here or over on Instagram, and I have most of the shades, so I can go back and forth. But let me just tell you what I pulled. Truly off the top of my head. I looked at these swatches and I put this shade on my lips and I went, okay, well, Pillow Talk. Pillow Talk is also Matte Revolution. So I pulled out Pillow Talk here. They're not entirely the same, but they're similar. So here is our Rocket Girl swatch, and let's just put Pillow Talk next to it and see what we think. Pillow Talk's a little darker. Let's do Rocket Girl a little darker and see if we can match it. Oh, minute I went darker with Rocket Girl. So Pillow Talk, Rocket Girl. Minute I put another bit of, or second I put another bit on, those are almost indistinguishable, guys. Pillow Talk, Rocket Girl. Any other swatches you need, happy to do it. How about Walk of No Shame next to Ready to Lust? How about that? Let's try that. I don't know, that's the one that came to mind. With, you know, with berry reds in Charlotte, though, you can be everywhere. Here is the brand new Ready to Lust. Here is Walk of No Shame. 2 swipes. No, that's Close But No Cigar. Ready to Lust is a lot more purple. So I didn't get that one on. And you know, no matter what I do, I will say the actual Pillow Talk shade is a little warmer. It looks definitely like Rocket Girl is much cooler. All Charlotte Tilbury pinks go orange on me. So this one is going a little bit orange on me, but not too bad. So let's put a little bit more of Rocket Girl on before I take it off and we try Ready to Lust. Okay, so let's do a little more. See, it wants to warm up on me. Charlotte lipsticks like to warm up on me, but I like this actually. I mean, I'll wear this a heck of a lot. I know it's similar. It's super similar to Pillow Talk. I said they were indistinguishable, but as I watched them kind of chill out on my arm, this one is cooler. But they're going to try to go warm on me, but yeah, I do like that a lot. I think that's really pretty. It's a real kind of neutral shade. All right, I'm going to take off what I have on now, and then we'll come back and try on the embarrassingly named Ready to Lust. Okay, I'm back with Ready to Lust already on as a stain. We're going to put it on as an actual lipstick together, but this is kind of a light version of it as a stain. I love wearing berry reds as a stain. I get compliments in bold lipstick, but I don't tend to go for it myself, maybe as much as I should. They get a little too fussy for me. So this is kind of how you would meet me on the town wearing this. Let's go ahead and put it on more as a full-blown berry lipstick. Also very cool toned. I mean, this has a lot of blue in it. So these are really two cool tone shades. We're getting a lot of cool tone releases. Here it is. Here's the stain on the top, really haphazardly applied, and much deeper on the bottom. A lot of cool tone releases coming. New Huda palette is going to be cool toned as well, right? Let's see. That grunge palette, if you guys saw that previewed. Okay, here it is. Really saturated. And because I did a stain first, I don't have to do quite as much cleanup. It's probably still a mess. I could clean it off camera, but I just wanted to get you real familiar with the shade there. Which one do you like better? It's interesting. Now, and some of you are going to probably go in comments, rightfully so, and tell me the comparison shade that I missed that would have been spot on. And I'm sure there is one. I'm trying to think. Oh gosh, there's so many Charlotte Berry shades. This is a more purpley blue berry shade. Happy to do any of those comparisons for you guys on Instagram. Just let me know below or let me know over on Instagram, and I'm super happy to do them for you. We know the Kissing formula and the Matte Revolution formula are comfortable. We know they are classic Charlotte Tilbury lipstick, and you know, most of the time Charlotte Tilbury is known for her lipstick. She started it all with the Pillow Talk lip liner, followed by the Pillow Talk lipstick. So this is kind of classic, rare form, good stuff from Charlotte Tilbury. I wasn't making a judgment call on the giving. I'm really not. I just wanted to be transparent about what money goes where. When you're purchasing the lipsticks. So I got both of these together for $72 or each for $38. And you can weigh in on all of your thoughts on all this. It's what makes us a community. But I will tell you this, all of that aside, comparisons aside, everything, these are two incredibly pretty lipstick shades. And I do encourage you, if you can, try the Beautyverse palette as I did today as a face palette. I'm liking it a lot better. It really gives it a second life. Try it and report back to me. I know it's hard to make the brushes fit, but report back to me down below if you would, please, and leave your comments. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe and all that good stuff. And we got much, much, much more coming up for holiday releases. You guys, I got Guerlain coming up, Tom Ford coming up. I think we've got more Chanel coming. I have Yves Saint Laurent or YSL coming up. I have so much for holidays. Make sure you sub so you don't miss any of it. See you all in the next video. Bye-bye.